So we're officially on our way. Yeah. Did you bring the peanut butter and jelly? We still haven't left yet. It's like 8:30. We almost forgot some stuff. We want, well, not we. I want PB&Js and keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm laying down? Almost forgot our cooler, which will keep all of our stuff nice and fresh. All right. After picking up some of the stuff that we desperately needed, we are ready to head out in like a couple minutes. I'm very excited. It's great. Your boy shaved too. Smash like if you shave. I think we're all ready to go. So this may be the first time that you guys will all get to meet the champion.
Prepare myself. That's my last
from
name.
Moses Lake.
Champion is my last name. That's the joke. Hello. Hi,
Great.
YouTube.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is a thing.
Man, I take up half the camera. We first have to pick up a cat. There you go. You guys can actually see me now. It's a cat that we are delivering to someone in...
like it's pizza.
We're delivering to Seattle.
Costco first. We need
Costco's...
gas.
Yes, we do need gas. We have memberships for Costco. So we get cheap
under
gas.
$2 a gallon for gas. And we are driving a hybrid. I noticed you didn't say that earlier when you were in my car. It's a hybrid, so we'll be saving a lot of money on this trip.
So we're gonna deliver this cat to someone in Seattle.
And we're gonna stay with them.
Shout out
as well.
Cheyenne. We're
Can't
staying
wait.
with Cheyenne. She was a friend that we met here some of our
them the
first few
story.
months of our arrival upon Rochester.
We met her here in Rochester, and we're from Washington State, like you said earlier. And Cheyenne is also from Washington State, but we met her here in Rochester. So we are going to see her again because she moved back to Seattle, which is where we're going anyway. So we're going to bring her cat that she left here and visit with her. And yeah, just a small world that like we met someone in Rochester, New York, from the state we're from, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then the other friend we had, Kojo, who you were talking about investing, he was from like Oregon, California. So a lot of people from the West Coast here in Rochester.
Small world. Yeah. So we're gonna, check off a lot of tasks here.
Do you want me to talk about where we're actually going? Because you kind of butchered that earlier.
No.
Cool.
We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna keep on titling each place we check off.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take pictures of all the states we pass, and I think they'll figure it out.
So many people want us to send them pictures. John and Colleen, my bosses, who I love very much, said, send us pictures. They own Cheesy Eddies and they're incredible people.
Oh yeah, you guys, I spoke about Cheesy Eddies earlier today, so
decorate cakes.
I made that joke about how they were second tier.
But then you were actually very
Safeway.
nice, and I appreciate that.
Well, because people don't know Safeway. Anyways, I mean, people don't know that I joke that they're second tier. Anyways, yeah, I don't have a sense of humor. I'm dry.
I'm the driest.
This is exciting. It wasn't as eventful as our first big road trip that we had. We had her 97 Corolla Camry. 97 Toyota Camry.
Literally weighed down with all of our stuff.
We had suitcases of stuff.
We
had a
from
lot
Washington
of stuff.
State in one car with all of our stuff and both of my cats.
Yeah, it was mad.
It was fun.
It was kind of stressful because her back tires, or I guess I should say her back shocks.
Yeah.
They were beat up. Now we have a Hyundai 2016
instead of a 1997
Sonata. Anyways, we're both excited. I got like half an hour nap. I think I told you guys I was going to try to take a big nap before I drove. I'm not actually driving right now. All right, so I wasn't recording with my trusty fluffy mic over here.
This is take two.
This is take two of what literally we just recorded.
We're learning.
It is 9:46. We officially started, I'd say
9:40.
10 minutes ago. So we are officially starting our trip. Our first destination, Seattle.
Yeah.
Now, on our way here, I asked Sarah to think of 3 albums that we would listen to together. The first album being the album that we, or the person choosing the album, would want to present to the other person as their favorite album. So the person choosing the album that's their favorite album right now. And the second album is an album that people would mutually like. So both of us, we would choose an album that we know the other person would appreciate. And the last album we would choose is
just for the other person.
Yeah, we would choose an album where we consider the other person more than ourselves, and we know that they would really love it. So, my 3 albums are, and we just went over all this.
I'm gonna act surprised again, as if I haven't heard the last 2.
They can't see you. There's no light. Okay. The first album I'll choose is the rap album. This is my favorite that I want to show her. I think we've already listened to it too.
Yeah, we have. I like it.
Is JOYNER Lucas's rap album, ADHD. I really love JOYNER Lucas as an artist. He's one of my favorite rappers. He's becoming more popular. He was decently popular in 2016, and then he kind of got his break in 2018 when he released I'm Not Racist. If you guys don't know it, just type in I'm Not Racist in YouTube. Great song. It's also great for the context of this time. The second album that we would both appreciate is Justin Bieber's Changes.
Which is a good pick.
We said all this before. Classic. Love him.
His newest album, correct?
It's his newest album. Yeah. I love him. I've always loved him. Not young Justin Bieber. Not like Christmas album Bieber either.
Mistletoe?
No, I'm not into all that.
Journals is alright.
Journals was a mixtape.
Okay album.
It was a mixtape.
An okay mixtape.
So that is my second album. The third album, which I know that Sarah would love, is literally, well, I'm just gonna type in Ravel into Spotify, and we'll see what comes up. There's a bunch of albums on Spotify. If you just type in, a composer, Maurice Ravel. He's a French composer. He has composed, I think he's composed symphonic and keyboard works. We're more interested in his keyboard works. Yes. So we're going to choose any album by Ravel.
There's a specific one on Spotify that's pretty good. But yeah, we'll get there when we get there. That's a good choice for me. I love Ravel. He's my favorite. Frankie's ready for my 3 albums that I chose for us and for me and for him. So my first album that I chose just for me is a very, this is not straight, a very good, pop album for the summer of this year, and it's especially good for the road trip. It's Harry Styles' Fine Line. It was just released recently, I think this year, and it's perfect Americana. It's perfect for this road trip, and I don't know if Frankie will like it or not, but it's like my number 1 favorite album right now as of this moment. It's not my favorite album of all time, but it's my favorite one right now, and I always listen to it when I'm at work and I'm working on one hard special cake. I just bust that out and I bust out the cake. Anyway, so the second album that Frankie didn't know until I said it the first time we were filming this, the album that both of us will appreciate, I chose Damn by Kendrick Lamar, another hip-hop rap. Frankie, how you feel about this choice? Good choice?
Absolutely.
Good.
100%. Top tier.
He's saying I chose a good choice. So the third album that I thought Frankie would enjoy, not gonna lie, like it was harder than I thought it would be to pick an album for you. I could have gone classical piano, I could have gone Rachmaninoff, it would have been easy, some Horowitz, you know. But I decided to stay in the hip hop lane, which may or may not have been a good choice. It's.
I mean, we'll still listen to it regardless. It is a 37-hour trip. So
yeah, and that's just getting to Seattle. We have places we're going after that.
Yeah. So whatever she chooses, honestly, we got time. And
yeah.
I'm not complaining.
And I have other choices that we could listen to. Like I said, like we both can choose more albums than these three. This is just like a good starter for us, like to get this whole thing kick-started of like choosing albums for other people and stuff like that. The album that I thought you would like, are you ready for this? J. Cole 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
What?
It's a classic. It's J. Cole's like first like big album. It's what got his name out there. What?
Y'all, I don't listen to J. Cole. He's a lyricist, and I appreciate it, but I don't listen to J. Cole.
You like Middle Child and KOD, and I just wanted to show you where he came from. And he set the game. Like, he says in Middle Child, like, he's a big name in the rap world, and he's talented, and he's a good lyricist, and he is... Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
I know it's something that you haven't heard before, and I thought it was something that you would appreciate, because you like some of J. Cole's songs, and I don't think you've heard a lot of these songs, and you might like it more than you think, and I wanted to, like... give you something that you didn't already know.
I'm not arguing that.
My other choice would have been a Mac Miller album that I recently discovered, which is really good.
What? What makes it... Okay. That's fine.
So like I said, I struggled with this concept and choices. I didn't want to give you something you've heard before. I wanted to be like, I wanted to show you something and be like, you might appreciate this. Let me show you something new that you might like.
I know it's a good approach.
It just might not be what you would have picked.
I'm already judging, so let's just. It's good. She's right. I haven't heard. I haven't listened to Mac Miller's albums like that or J. Cole.
They're good.
So, we'll see. So
yeah, I don't know if you'll love them or not, but I wanted to challenge your mind. I wanted to give you something you haven't seen before. So right now we have 2,660 miles to go. It says 37 hours, and it says we will arrive at 8:18, and it doesn't say whether that's AM or PM, so that's interesting. We'll probably make like one stop to like sleep somewhere, but other than that it'll just be stops for like food and bathroom and stuff like that.
We're ready. We're starting, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. We made this trip once. We're gonna do it again. And we'll try to get some pictures of some of the state signs that we're gonna pass. Yeah, it's not going to be too hype. I'm not going to say, oh, we're going to skydive in the next state, and then we're going to like bungee jump in the next. Like we're not doing any of that. It's your typical road trip.
I think the real fun happens after we drop off this cat. So.
Yeah. What is the next state we're going to run into?
That's a good question. I think it's Pennsylvania that we're just gonna like hit the tip of, and then I believe it's gonna be Ohio, Indiana, probably pass through Illinois,
and then I believe Minnesota, and then South Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington. I believe, off the top of my head. So, yeah, you could put a map here or something, maybe point out what we're doing. But yeah, that's the route from my memory. So,
All right, great show. This is part 2 of vlog number 1. Enjoy, like, subscribe, definitely comment. Stay blessed and highly favored. Hey.